AOB launches its first podcast interview. We're very excited to welcome a good friend of mine, Pep Sepp-Bells, ex-professional football player, to share his wisdom on the world of football and to give listeners an insight into the world of professional football. So if you're a parent with a potential football star in the making, then you won't want to miss this insightful episode in the AOBE podcast interview series. Now, Pep will explain his beginnings in a small town just outside of Barcelona and how he progressed to play in the first and second division teams such as Barcelona and Levante. He will also offer insight into life after injury, what it takes to make it in the first division, as well as his post-professional life as a football scout and agent for some of the biggest names in football. So if you're mad about football and want to improve your English at the same time as getting interesting insight into this world, then you won't want to miss this episode. So welcome to the first interview of the AOBE, the Art of Business English podcast. And today we're here to welcome Pep Sepp-Bells, a good friend of mine, English podcast. And today we're here to welcome Pep Sepp-Bells, a good friend of mine from my little town here in just outside of Barcelona. Welcome, Pep.
Hi Andrew. How are you?
Good. It's a pleasure having you here today. I couldn't think of anyone better than you to have on my first interview here. So, Pep, now I've already said a little bit about you in the introduction, but I'd just like you to tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your story.
My story is I was a football player 20 or 25 years ago.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
a while back now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I played in different teams. From my earliest memories,
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a professional football player.
Yeah, as a kid, you wanted to be a professional football player. As a child,
As a child,
you wanted to be
yeah.
like most kids. You know.
I don't have any idols.
Idols? No idols?
I don't have any idols. No. A lot of people ask me who is your idol.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. My team is Barca.
Yeah.
Obviously. No?
Yeah.
But I don't remember any idol in my
Early days.
early days.
Okay. But where did you train when you were a kid? Where did you start? Where did you start playing?
As a young child until a teenager, I played football practically every day.
Yeah.
Either in my street, on the grass in a garden next to my house,
Okay.
with my friends in the square of my village.
Okay.
The square of my
Yeah, the
village.
square. Yeah.
With my friend, any wall,
Against a wall.
Yes, against the wall.
Kicking the ball against the wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
To practice my technique.
Yeah.
My control.
Yeah.
Because
And how old were you when you started doing this? Like 10, 11, 8, 7?
7, 8.
Yeah.
But in that days, no.
At that time.
At that time,
yeah.
I think was easier to play football in the street or in the squares.
Yeah.
Because the kids in that time didn't have any PlayStation or computer or
games.
I don't know. No? Nowadays, the kids play.
Play FIFA. Yeah.
My son play in FIFA 18, NBA, computer, iPad, phone. I don't know.
At that time, yeah.
At that time, there was only balls
and the outdoors.
and canicas. I don't know canicas. Balls, little balls.
Marbles.
Yes.
Yeah. I played marbles.
And everybody plays in the street.
Yeah. Okay, so when did you start playing for, I don't know, a youth team or under?
I remember my first team was in my school, and we played 7. I don't know, football sala.
Indoor football.
Indoor football.
Yeah.
Indoor football, no, but
a version of indoor football.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the school.
Yeah. Okay.
A great team in the school.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So how did you transition from football team sala at school to
early? I played in the school 1 year, I think.
Yeah.
And then my next team was in my village, Navarcles.
Yeah.
And in Navarcles, I in the team 2 years, I think, and then I went to Manresa when I was, I don't know, 12 years.
Okay, so you're still
12
very
years.
young. Yeah, 12 years old, you
Yes.
started playing
Yeah,
for Manresa.
because I am the big star.
You were the big star at 12.
Big star, but in my village.
yeah, at 12. Okay, yeah.
And in Manresa, I stayed in Manresa until my 16,
Yeah.
17.
Until you were
16,
okay.
17.
Okay, yep. And then from there, people saw that you had some potential, so you moved on to another team?
Yes. In my 16,
Yeah.
17, I don't know, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I went to Barcelona
Mm-hmm.
because of different scouts, no? From Barcelona, so. No?
Yeah,
Miranda.
so yeah, they saw you.
I went to Barcelona in the middle of the season. I went to Barcelona in December.
Okay.
Yeah, because I scored many goals.
Okay, yeah, many goals, very good.
See,
Yeah.
from September to
Yeah.
December,
Yeah,
I scored, I don't remember, 10 goals. And I went to Barcelona.
okay.
But when I arrived in Barcelona, I realized,
Mhm.
no, I realized that there were a lot of kids that they played football very well.
Yeah, yeah. Like a reality check.
Yes, and I thought, oh my God, I am
The worst.
the worst
player.
see,
Okay.
football player in this team.
Yeah, okay. So was that a good or a bad thing for someone who was 17 years old? Was it good to make you train harder or a bit depressing?
No, I think it was a good election in that time. No, that in
At that time, yeah.
at that time I had 3 teams for play. No,
So three options. You
Yeah,
had three
3
options.
options.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could go to Espanyol,
Yeah.
Zaragoza, and Barça,
Okay.
and I prefer Barça. I don't know if was the best
The
option.
choice, yeah.
I think
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, it's because it's
Yeah.
Barca.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
But I 3 options.
Okay. So let's look at then now your professional career. What did you do professionally from the age of 17 or onwards? What happened in your professional career? You went from Barca. Were you in the Barca junior side? What was the?
I went to Barcelona, but the first years in Barcelona, I think was were very hard
Yeah,
for
different.
me.
Yeah, really
Yes,
different,
because it was the first time that I
had played.
went out. No,
I had left home. Yeah, had left home.
had left
Left home.
home.
Yeah,
In the first days, I go to Barcelona and come back.
every
Came
day.
back.
Yeah, every day.
Came
Okay,
back from
traveling.
my house every
Yeah.
day. I stayed in Barcelona in a flat.
Yeah. Okay.
But the first days and the first month and the first year, I think, was very hard. But then
You got
was
used
the
to it.
best election and adaptar como es.
You adapted. You got used
I
to it.
adapted.
Yeah, and you got used to the situation.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened next? What happened?
And in Barca, I stayed in Barca 20.
Until you were 20, from 17 to 20.
Yes.
3 years there. Okay.
No, 3 years, no more.
Oh, okay.
21, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think was the best years for me to learn a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I had the opportunity to play with the first team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In Barça B, I played for 2 years, and then I went to Lleida in the second division. In Lleida, I stayed here for 3 years. We played in second division, and the first year we could promote it,
Oh, you got promoted. So you went up to the first division.
but we lose, No subimos.
Oh, you were close to. You could have gone up, but you lost. Oh,
Yes.
but it was a good season.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I played so well in Lleida.
Yeah.
And the next year
Yeah. You signed.
I signed with Rayo Vallecano in Madrid, the first
Yeah.
division team,
Yep. Yep. Okay.
and I moved to Madrid.
Okay.
And in Madrid, I stayed here for 2 years.
Was that a good experience?
Yeah, it's a good experience. First, my first years in first division.
Yeah.
I played in Barça in first division.
Yeah.
In the first team, but it's not real.
What
In
was
Barça it was
one match?
only one match,
Yeah.
and in Rayo Vallecano
You
it
played,
was
yeah,
all the year.
Yeah, whole season.
Yes, and I remember in this year we played with.
I don't know. I'm terrible at football. In the Champions League or the Copa.
Europa League.
Oh, the Europe League. Okay, the Copa de Europa.
But,
I don't know.
Played in UEFA, and we reached. Oh,
Yeah, we came third, fourth. We came
until semifinales.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So no, in that case, it's right. We came and then the place. So we came fourth, we came fifth, but you reached. You're right. You reached the semi-finals.
We reached the semifinals.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's good.
Until Alaves,
Okay.
another team in Spanish.
Yeah.
And then Alaves played the final until Liverpool.
Against Liverpool.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a
Against
European.
Liverpool.
Yeah. So it was a European.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was exciting then.
Yes. And was that the very good years in Madrid. And then after 2 years in Madrid, I went to Levante in Valencia.
Mm-hmm. In the first division as well.
I stayed here 1 year in
Yeah.
Valencia.
Yeah. Good year. How was the experience?
Yes, good year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I stayed in Valencia only one year.
Yeah. Okay.
I went to Murcia,
Mm-hmm.
and Murcia in second division.
Yeah.
In second division, but a very good year because that year we promoted to first division.
Okay, you played so well that you got promoted to the first division. Okay, excellent.
Yes. And so the next year we played in first division
Okay,
with Murcia.
okay. So you spent 2 years in Murcia.
Yes.
And how old were you at this time, more or less?
My last year, no?
Yeah.
My last year in Murcia, I was 30
30.
years.
Okay.
Yes, I remember because in my last year in Murcia,
Yeah.
I injured.
You got injured. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got injured and I have surgery.
Yeah. You had surgery, no? Yeah.
Surgery into
Knees.
knees.
You had
Yes.
surgery on both knees.
Yes.
What injury did you have?
I don't know.
English. Yeah.
Tendon rotuliano. My rotulian tendon.
Yes, exactly. Sounds good. Yeah.
My
Sounds
rotulian
good.
tendon.
Yeah.
In both knees. And when I operate,
Yeah.
I make the recuperation.
Yeah. You did your recuperation period. Yeah.
Aye.
Recovery. You did your recovery. Yeah. And rehabilitation.
My recovery
And rehabilitation.
and rehabilitation.
Yep.
And when I was 31, operation or rehabilitation was wrong, and I couldn't play football more.
Okay. You couldn't play anymore.
And in my 31, I finished my career.
You finished at 31, so
Yes,
you...
because I think I could play football until my 40.
You thought you could play football until you were 40. So when you were old at 31, you had to retire.
Yes.
Okay. So you've had lots of experience then in terms of first division, second division, being a young player, moving between teams, being signed for different teams. And so what does a ex-football player do, ex-professional football player do when they find themselves retired at 31? Other prospects. Is it scary? Is it a worry? Are you lost? How do you feel when you have to retire at 31?
So in my case, I think it was not, what to say?
Shocking.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
It wasn't shocking.
It was not shocking because immediately I began to work with my boss now.
Oh, your current boss. Okay.
Yes.
So tell me about
When I
that.
finished my career, my agent
So he was your agent.
Yes, my agent in that time
Yeah.
said me, Pep, if you want to come with my company
Yeah.
to see any football players and to see different matches,
Mm-hmm.
you can. Well, okay. I say
Okay.
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 Because I finished my career and I don't know what I
Yeah. Going to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you in many ways you were lucky.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And there are different cases.
Yeah. What are the scenarios when you finish your career?
There are a lot of cases, and I think there are a lot of players that a lo largo de su carrera, ¿cómo es?
Throughout their career, throughout.
There are a lot of players that throughout
their career,
throughout their career,
yeah,
they earn a lot of money,
mm-hmm.
but their investments, no,
yeah, are not good
are not good.
or don't exist.
Yes,
Yeah. But in those days, no, back in those days, 25 years ago, they were less professional. Maybe.
Yo quiero decir, these years in the crisis.
These years now, recently, okay,
Or 5-6 years ago, with the crisis, there are a lot of players that they lose all his ganancias.
all of their earnings. They lost all of their earnings.
Ganancias.
Yeah, all of their winnings. Well, winnings no. Winnings is when it's like lottery or the casino, but earnings is when it is from salary from your job.
Yes, because the career of football player, we can all agree that a footballer's career rarely lasts more than 10, 15 years.
Exactly, that's the thing.
And they have to earn in these years all the money, all the possible money.
Yeah, as much money as possible.
A normal person, they can work. Until 65,
yeah.
A football player
finishes at 35, maybe, no? 35?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. Okay, so let's look then at your time after your professional career. So tell me about that. What was your job when you finished? What do you do?
In my beginnings, the job was fun. No, it was fun for me because the job was to watch
matches.
Players, young players, professional players.
Yeah.
And I had to decide that that young player is a future Messi or no.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think 10, 12 years ago was easier to sign a new Messi.
Okay, why is that?
I think 20 or 25 years ago, when I played with Barça B, when I was 20 years, in Spain, there were, I don't know, 10, 12 agents, big agents. Yeah. And these agents had players in Spain.
Yeah, it was like...
But now, I think there are registrado.
Okay, there's a register.
Yes, 400.
400 agents.
Agents. It's a
fight.
Fight?
Yeah, it's very competitive.
Jungle.
Yeah, it's a jungle, yeah. It's very competitive.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
My first agent,
I
had my first agent when I was
18,
19.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, and
my teammates, the same. There are a lot of players, 12.
Who are 12, yeah.
Who are 12, that they have an agent. I don't know. If you ask me why, I don't know.
Yeah, but they have an agent.
Because the agent in this age are the parents.
The parents are their agents.
No, the best agents in this age are the parents.
Okay.
After no. When the players grown up and the players have 18,
it's better
professional.
Yeah, but kids have agents when they're 12, and the agents are the parents. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The agents have to see matches.
Yeah.
Since matches
Matches
with
from-
kids from 12 years old
Yeah.
until professional games, matches.
That's very busy then. You're very busy. You need to
Yes.
travel and watch many matches.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe that's why there are more agents now, because you need more people to watch more matches.
Yes, but I think nowadays it's necessary to have the psychology career. La carrera de psicólogo como
Oh, as an agent, okay.
Yeah.
As
The
an
agent
agent needs to be a
needs
psychologist.
to be psychologist.
Okay.
Psychologist for the kids,
Yeah.
but sobre todo,
Above all,
above all, for the parents.
for the parents. Okay. Yeah.
I think I always say the worst in
Yeah.
the football.
The worst thing about football. Yeah. The
worst
thing.
thing in the football
Yeah.
are the parents.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. any examples?
They think his son
Yeah, his son is the
is the
next.
new Messi.
Yeah.
Is the very best player in
In the world.
in the world.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's something that I'd like to ask you though. How does a child? I mean, how can a child become the next Messi, or how can you start and how can you begin at 12 or 15 or whatever and move into the first division? How do you become a professional football player? We know that many kids want to become professional football players, but only a few can make it to that level. So what advice, or I mean, how can someone get to that level?
It's very difficult.
Okay, that's the first advice.
It's very difficult because
very-
I always say
Mhm.
football is like a pyramid.
A pyramid, yeah.
Pyramid.
Yeah. Okay, it's a pyramid scheme. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. When you are 12 years, there are a lot of kids who play football in his teams, in Manresa, in Barcelona, in I don't know, in whatever you want.
Yeah.
But when the kids grow up, there are a lot of things. I think
Influence.
I say that these kids and this football player, this young player could be a big star when they are in his 16, 17.
Yeah.
Before this age, it's impossible.
Okay.
Yes, there are a lot of kids who score, I don't know, a lot of goals and a lot of assists until 16, 17. It's impossible.
Okay. So what do you recommend then? When should they start? I mean, they should start playing football young. Yeah. At a young age.
Yes,
They need to practice every day.
yes.
But then what next? Okay, you're passionate about football. You practice every day. Your parents are there to support you. What next?
This is a good question.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I think if I had to do some advices,
Yeah.
no?
To give some
to give
advice.
some advices,
Yeah.
the main thing is to have fun as a kid.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Enjoy the football and I don't know, and the teammates. The football in these ages is like I don't know, a sport. And,
Yeah, sports.
Sí,
Yeah. Not competitive.
No tienes que pensar,
Yeah.
no tienes que pensar en ganar.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
don't think.
You shouldn't think about winning. Next step. What's the next step?
I don't know.
So you have to be lucky to get chosen. I mean, should you, if you think that your son is good, should you look for an agent, or will an agent find you?
The agent. I think the agent find you.
Will find
No?
you. Okay.
Will find you. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And the next
If
thing,
you
yeah,
have look for an agent,
you're not a good player.
sure you. Sí, no.
You're not at the level.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what's the next step then? You have to go. Do you have to go to La Masia or these special places where kids train and live? Do you have to be in a good team like a Barca under 16 or under 17? What's the next step? Imagine you're good. An agent finds you.
I think there are a lot of kids
Yeah.
who think that if they don't play in Barca,
Yeah.
the football
Is over.
It's over.
Yeah.
No?
Okay.
And I say, don't listen to people who tell you it's too late. It is always too late when you stop believing that it is. No?
Good. Yeah, I like it. So it's never too late unless you believe it's too late.
Yes.
Okay.
And there are always ways to make it as a professional.
Okay.
Many players
Yeah.
achieve to become professional at late age.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
For example.
Do you know Didier Drogba?
Yeah, Drogba. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He signed his first professional contract
Yeah.
when he was 21.
Okay. And he's amazing.
Yes, 21.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And nowadays there are some players that they are 16, no?
Yes.
16 age or 17 age. If they don't sign any contract, professional contract, they think, oh, my career is finished.
Okay.
If I don't play in Barca or Madrid or in Atletico Madrid, oh, my career is finished.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what do you need to do? What type of mentality or what type of characteristics do you think a professional football player should have? If you want to become professional, do you need to be like disciplined, eat healthily when you're young? I mean, when you're a kid, you don't really care about your diet, do you? Because you're already skinny, you run around. But I mean, what should you do?
I think there are a lot of things, not one thing.
Okay.
I think the main thing is your mentality, because in 10 or in 15 years
Yeah.
could be good. Puede pasar muchas cosas, no?
Exactly. Yeah. Many things can happen.
Many things
Yeah.
can happen.
Yeah.
There are some years that you can play every week in your team.
Mhm.
You can score a lot of goals.
Mhm.
You can have success.
Success. Yeah.
Success.
Yeah.
But there are
Other periods when you're having a bad
yes,
bad
when
run.
Maybe you have injured.
Yeah, an injury. Yeah.
I don't know. You have a trainer that they don't like you.
Mm-hmm. See, that's a problem, isn't it?
And
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you have, in these cases, you have a good mentality. You
Yeah.
cannot
Go
go
down quickly.
down, and there are a lot of players that when occur this,
They quit.
they quit.
Quit. Yeah. So this is like a good entrepreneur to have a good, strong business mentality and to start your own business. You need to be able to get up when you're down. You understand? Like when the situations in life push you down, you need to be able to stand up and keep going.
Yes.
So you're saying that's the same with football. Huh? When life or the matches aren't going well and you're having a run of bad form, you need to be able to stay strong and mentally.
And you should always do what you love. And if your head is in it, anything is possible.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So this is a motivational talk. Excellent. So, so the factors that can affect your success are injuries, your mentality, the way you think. Okay.
The mentality is the best.
But you mentioned that the trainer might not like you. I mean, what do you do if you're playing in a good team and the new trainer doesn't like you? I mean, what are your options?
When the trainer doesn't
like you, not the case.
Doesn't like
The trainer, the trainer is like, I don't like you.
But if you sign a contract
Yeah,
for 3 years,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's your problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the trainer, I think that if you are Messi, the trainer put you in the team. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know any trainer
Yeah.
that they have 3 Messis and the 3 Messis are in the bench.
On the bench.
On the bench.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
there are a lot of mitos. There are a lot of myths.
Yeah, myths. Yeah,
Myths,
myths. Yeah.
parents who say the trainer
Didn't like my son.
didn't like my son,
Yeah.
tiene manías.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
If your son is a very good player,
Yes.
he will
Don't
play.
worry.
Okay.
He will
So
play.
if you're a parent, how can you help to motivate your son? How can you motivate them to continue on the right path? I mean, when you're young, 17, 18, you know, there's partying, girls, you get your driver's license, you become more independent. How, if your son is a good player, how can you maintain that child on the correct path to success?
I think if your child is a very good player,
Mm-hmm.
the father,
Mm-hmm.
my advice is please don't tell him a lot of things. So the parents are the parents.
Yes.
And when
There's some success.
when the kid arrive at 16 years, the parent finish. There are the player in the grass. You know, the
on the
player
field.
when
He's on the pitch.
he has a lot of inputs.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
his own input.
Yeah.
The input from the coach,
Yeah.
the input from the mates, the input of the parents in the
Yeah.
la grada, ¿cómo es? In the
Yeah. His parents who are in the stand.
So it's impossible. 4 or 5 inputs. No, when the kid have the ball.
Yeah. Just let him play.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So your advice is for parents to give the child room to grow and play.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Sure.
But what about this problem? You know, I mean, they have to study. They have to, you know, they have friendships. They get their
They
drive.
have to study. Sure.
Yeah. Seriously.
Because I don't know the average. The
Yeah.
average
Yeah.
that the players will play football in the future.
Okay.
But it's
It's a very, very small percentage.
very small percent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
the players need
Yeah.
education and no.
So they have to study. It's not an option. Okay. But what can parents do to make sure that the child studies and gets good grades, has enough time to focus on football, has enough time to have friendships, a girlfriend? I mean, should you still be a teenager, or should you focus only on football?
I think they have to think in focus in football, but they are a teenager.
Yeah.
And I think they have to fun. They have to fun this.
Have fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
His age, and
Yeah.
there are a lot of time for all the things.
Okay.
And they can go out. No.
Have parties. Yeah. Socialize.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Obviously.
Okay, another question. I'm just going to change a little bit. Let's talk about the financial side of things. Imagine you are, you know, semi-professional. You're playing for the second division or even the first division. It doesn't matter. You're an agent. What advice can you give your players about how to manage their finances, especially if they're young? I mean, imagine they're young, they're only 20 and they're earning some serious money. I mean, what advice do you give as an agent?
The finances.
Yeah, about the finances. I mean, that's if you become successful or even semi-successful, you have an ego. You think, wow, I'm the best because I play professional football. Plus, you're earning good money. So, as their agent, what advice do you give regarding finances?
I don't know. I don't remember I don't remember when my agent, now my boss, gave me some advices. But I think my agent always said, please, your money in the bank.
Yeah.
Risk investment 0.
Yeah.
Nowadays, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, there were a lot of players that they invested in properties, in flats, in terrenos, I don't know.
Well, yeah, land. They bought
Land.
Yeah, yeah.
And they lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you can see big stars as, I don't know, Rivaldo, Roberto Carlos, you know that players?
No.
Yeah, because
From Australia.
yeah.
I'm not-
Rivaldos, Roberto Carlos, I don't know, Raúl,
Yeah.
a lot of players
Yeah.
that they have to play football until for the years because they need
Money.
to earn much money.
They spent it all.
Yes,
Yeah. So your advice is get a good financial planner.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
They can buy cars. I don't know his flat.
Yeah.
Because they are young players. They have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they can obviously,
Yeah.
but they don't have to buy free cars
Yeah.
for flats. I don't
Yeah.
know. No?
Okay. So your advice is
Spend money for spend.
yeah, exactly. So your advice is buy one nice car, buy one nice flat to live in, and then get someone who's a financial planner to manage
Yes, but
the other money.
but in their beginnings,
Yeah.
it's not necessary buy a good car.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they first money. No, they first money. No, they
Well, the first money that they make,
they first money
they make
they made they can to buy a car, second the
second hand
Yes,
car. Yeah.
It's my advice, from
Okay.
my players.
Yeah.
Like, buy
A second hand car.
a second hand car,
a
and
nice-
then in 2 years or 3 years, I don't know. We'll see if you are in Barca or if you are in your village.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
So take one step at a time because things can change quickly.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's very interesting so far. And what does okay, you're a football scout. What is good? What is what do you think people should look for in an agent? If they have a son who's a great player and they have 3 or 4 agents knocking at their door, what type of things should they be looking for in an agent?
I think that the parents don't have to look for a agent.
No, but imagine they've got 4 agents knocking at the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first one is the parents that don't have to look.
The agents
for
come.
agent. The agents
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
And depend if the football player, the young player, are 16, 17 years old,
Mhm.
you can choose some agent.
Yeah.
But antes de esto,
Before
this
these,
age,
yeah.
no,
I know,
my
but-
advice is
There's no agent. But
No
when
agent.
it's time to look for an agent, or when it's time to choose an agent, better put, because we don't look for agents. When it's time to choose an agent, what characteristics should a parent look for in an agent? What makes a good agent?
we can all agree that the footballer's career rarely lasts more than 15,
Yeah, 10, 15 years, no?
10 years. Within that time, players need to plan a successful career path, manage their finances, help pursue a healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
and cultivate an commercially appealing image.
Image is important, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I played football 20 years ago,
Image didn't exist.
no, image doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist. Twitter's, Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know. 20 years ago, the publicity was in TV, in newspaper,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Nowadays, publicity is in Twitter,
Yeah.
in Facebook.
Yeah.
I think the big stars, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, when they put in his Twitter
Yeah.
one image, no? One,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah, an image.
With an image with Coca-Cola or
Yeah.
Fombella or I don't know,
Yeah.
any brand,
Yeah.
they earn a lot of money.
Yeah.
20 years ago,
This didn't exist.
no.
Okay.
So if you are planning to go professional,
Yeah.
you might as well start thinking about getting a football agent.
Okay.
So there are some reasons why you should at least consider getting one.
What are those?
The first, they give you some professional and employment information.
Yeah.
In today's world, it seems one has access to all the important information for a footballer's career. But football players, especially young ones,
Yeah.
often do not have the knowledge and experience needed to know what's the best for them.
Yeah. Okay.
That is why a good agent will help them establish career goals and lead them along the path.
To success.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's what you think. That's one of the reasons why you think kids or young adults should get an agent for advice, employment advice, maybe some financial advice, and guidance, no, and experience.
And then they help footballers to have a long career,
Okay. Yeah.
a healthy lifestyle. Now the agent.
The agent helps them with their diet and their healthy lifestyle.
Yes.
How?
Nowadays, the agent sirve como sirve para todo.
It is useful for everything.
The agent
Is useful
is useful for everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's another different thing. When I played football 25 years ago,
Yeah.
my agent make the contracts,
Yeah.
negotiate the contract, the transfer, the contracts,
Yeah.
and
That was it.
yes. Nowadays, the agent is your confidence, no, your confidence, no, your
Yeah.
your
Your psychologist,
psychology, your dietist,
your
dietitian, your I don't know,
financial advisor.
financial. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The role has changed. Yeah.
Yes. They help you to have a long career, a healthy lifestyle. The agent is not a coach, but lots of players come from difficult backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The football in the football there are a lot of players and hay de todo, no? But normally football
Associated with. Yeah. Associated with
esto, no? Backgrounds.
poor backgrounds. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's different to basketball or tennis or hockey. In basketball, tennis or hockey, the players are different than another estimate, no?
Yeah, another
in the
come
football,
from
there are-
maybe better backgrounds, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
and the agent help, no?
Yeah.
To be a good
Role model,
role model.
a good role model for the kids.
Role model, yes.
Okay.
And another, no? Yes, important point that they work on your image, in your image,
On.
on
Yeah.
your image.
Yeah.
I think footballers are public person, and as they become more and more successful, the media and public eyes are open day,
Sorry.
están encima de ellos, no?
Oh,
And public eyes
the
are-
journalists and the media. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the agent can help them to have a positive image
Yeah.
in the public and good connection with the fans.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're very busy.
Some
then.
years, some years ago, there are fans, obviously, but nowadays it's
Insane.
incredible.
But-
You can see that the Twitter, the
followers.
Ronaldo's Twitter or Messi's Twitter, they have millions.
Yeah, millions of fans.
Millions of fans. And in today's world of media, social media,
Yeah.
footballers can share at the click of a button whatever they want.
Yeah, they can make mistakes. You have to be
Yes.
careful. Like Donald Trump.
Yeah. They would often enjoy a good marketing advice
Yeah.
before posting.
Exactly. Be careful what you post. So, as an agent, you're very busy, or these services you contract other people.
Yeah, it depends. The big companies have a lot of services, no?
Yeah.
Have financial services,
Social media.
social
manager.
media. There are agents. Some agents, this is external, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, it's exactly. They
And the agent,
contract the service.
the agent negotiate and the contract and the transfer.
Yeah.
And then they have
Other people.
Other people, lawyer, dietist,
Okay.
psychology.
Psychologist. So you offer your players all of these services.
Yes. We have all services in our company, and there are different services that is external,
Okay.
like dietist or fisioterapeuta, como es fisioterapeuta?
Physiotherapist.
Therapist.
What about social media managers?
Social media is external.
Language services?
Yes, we need language services.
Okay, good. Very good.
You should know a different myths about Asians.
Myths, yeah.
About
Okay.
Asian. That Asian is the worst in the world of football. Do you know? Because the Asian only
Money.
Yes, only wants the money.
Commission.
Yes. There are a lot of myths about football Asian. Is that you need a personal knowledge of football. One myth is if you don't play football before.
Oh, if you haven't played football before, yeah.
If
Haven't played football before.
haven't played football before,
You can't be a
good
representative.
Yes, and I think yes and no.
Yeah.
You need to know who to ask, and work with people who can advise on a specialist subject like marketing, sponsorship,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
health issues or finances. And if some person in your company,
Has contacts to this world.
it's important have to ex-football player in the company
Exactly, yeah. They have the contacts
for the
in the world.
for the young players.
Yeah.
And the last thing, the second myth is that Asian have influence over which club a player join.
Ah, okay.
I
Yeah.
always say, tongue in cheek.
Tongue in cheek.
Do you know?
Yeah, tongue in cheek expression, yes.
Contracts and transfer are simply an extension of performance on the pitch. I like to think that.
Exactly.
You know?
You don't go and search for clubs. The clubs search for the players.
Yeah.
So you respond to petitions from clubs, not actively go to clubs.
Yes.
Okay.
I think a lot of Asians that they explain
Big stories.
big stories.
Yeah.
You have a new Messi,
Yeah.
and your future is in England or in in German. We earn
A lot of
a
money.
lot of money together
Yeah,
because I'm the best Asian in the world,
Yeah.
and I have in my company I have Cristiano Ronaldo and a big stars, and your kid will be the next big star. Then what do you need?
Yeah.
Sometimes there are questions. The Asian
Yeah.
ask the parent, what do you need? A car. You need a car. I will buy a car for you. Do you need, some money?
Wow. They give the money. Wow.
Yeah, I can pay you some money every month.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there are a lot of things because there are a lot of big companies
Mm-hmm.
that the player is an investment
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, commodity. Yeah.
Yes, they have a lot of scouts, these companies, like in Spain, in Italy, in France, and they think the player is an investment. So there are a good player in, in Villarreal, in Barcelona. Okay, we can invest in this player, 1 million euro, or huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm the scout and
Go to the parents.
I'm going to the parents and
Parents. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
What do you need?
Yeah.
And depend of the parents go to this agent or no.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are a lot of companies that.
Do this. So what do you recommend? What would you
But
do? What would you do?
but these companies normally they invest in this player. But if this player in 1 year
Isn't performing.
isn't
Performing.
the company
Disappears. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
So
up,
the
down.
player is a mercancy.
Yeah, as a commodity. A commodity.
Commodity.
Exactly. Yeah. So your advice then is, what do you do in your case when you try and sign young players?
What I do?
Yeah, what do you do as an agent? How are you different?
Our company is a big company, but it's to compare with other companies is a small company.
But who are your stars?
There are a lot of players,
Yeah.
but we want to sign players, good players, not all the players.
Okay, so you're selective.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of selective.
Yeah.
If I see that this player can play minimum in second division,
Yeah.
we don't sign this player.
Okay. Okay.
And in my company there are stars: Sergio Busquets, Pep Guardiola,
Yeah.
Sergio Roberto,
Mm-hmm.
Tello.
Okay. So
Lorenzo
some big,
Llano in
big,
China.
big names.
Yes,
But your objective is to get players to the second and first division.
yes. There are a lot of companies that they have a lot of players in second division B, in third division, but this is not.
But do you recommend people, if they love football and they're good at football, still try and play in these lower divisions? Is there a career in third division?
No.
No. The minimum is third.
I think
second.
when you finish the fútbol base, ¿cómo se llama esto?
The base. Yeah.
When you finish the base,
Yeah.
you can play in second B, in third division, second B for I don't know 1, 2, 3 years.
After your professional career. Is this when you finish your professional?
When you finish your no sé cómo
youth,
decirlo.
your youth.
Sí.
Your youth. Okay, when you finish the youth division under 17s.
When you finish the youth division,
Yeah.
you can play for I don't know 1 year, 2 years, 3 years in second B, in third division.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But it's not
But
career.
yes. But if in these 2 years or 3 years you can play in second division or first division, it will be very complicated. That you can be a big star.
Okay. Now, some final advice before we have to leave. You mentioned earlier that studying is important. I mean, so you recommend that players get a university degree or study something? I mean, what do you
Yes.
recommend with regards to education?
I tell to my players that they have to study something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If you like English, please study English.
Yeah.
If you like mathematics,
Yeah.
study mathematics. In university, I don't know. Not all the players
Have
can.
a degree. But you have a degree. You studied at university.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's important, no? So that's something you'd recommend. What about life after football?
What about my
life? No, in general, life after professional football. What do people do after professional football?
There are a lot of players that they nowadays they are trainers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A lot of players make the
They do courses?
trainer course
Oh, they do a course? They take a course to become a trainer.
to become a trainer, but obviously not all the players are good trainers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Some are better players
But
than trainers.
there are players who become trainers, who become managers.
Mm-hmm.
Managers.
Yeah, managers. And
There are a few.
yeah,
A few players that they studied in the university and
Yeah.
and probably when they finish their career,
yeah,
they beginning something different.
completely different.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, what about English? I mean, how important for you is English in your career? How has it been important for you? I mean, being a Spanish league player.
Yes, one of the thing that they to my players is please study English.
Mm-hmm.
Because nowadays, 20 years ago or 25 years ago, when I played football in Barcelona B, there were pocos,
Very few.
very few players that they speak English.
Yeah.
Why? Because 20 years ago, there were not a lot of players that
didn't leave. They didn't leave much.
Didn't leave to England, to Germany. The league in Spain was the best league in the world.
Mm-hmm. It still is.
Yes, yes. But 20 years ago, era the Superliga. Was the Superliga.
Yeah.
And I don't know that there weren't players in abroad leagues.
But
nowadays is the first thing that the young players tell you.
Yeah. I want to play in England.
I want to play in England.
Yeah. Yeah.
Manchester City, Liverpool, and I tell us that if you want to play in England,
yeah,
you should
learn
English.
Yeah. And in your case, how has English helped your job?
In my case, if I had listened my mother, now I speak English very good, very well.
Very well, exactly.
And now my English, como puedes ver, como es.
As you can see.
My English, as you can see, is very bad.
No, it's great. It's not bad at all. It's perfect.
I need to improve my English.
But that's the thing about languages.
The problem with my English is speaking the yes. Because I can understand
most things.
See, most things. Or when the agent from England, or when the manager from England, from Liverpool or from Stoke come here, I can understand. Yeah. But the problem is when I have to talk with him.
Explain to them. Yes.
So I always ask them, do you speak a little of Spanish? And all the people say, yes, un poquito. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. But the meetings are always in English, yeah?
Yes. But I have to be very concentrated.
Oh, you have to concentrate a lot?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah.
But always have the problem that you can
express yourself.
Express yourself, no?
Yeah. Expressata.
Yeah.
You can't express yourself how you wish.
Yes.
Yeah. It's frustrating. But that's practice again, isn't it? Practice and experience and always.
Yes, I practice my English because I go, no?
Yeah.
And I go to a school.
Yeah.
English school in Manresa.
Yeah. Fantastic. The best school.
2 hours. 2 hours
a week.
A week.
Yeah.
And I practice my English when I'm going to, I don't know, England or in China.
Yeah.
We have a lot of players around the world in Portugal, in Italy.
Yeah.
And I have to speak in English because
everyone.
Not,
it's the language for business. Yeah. So. Your advice
English, Spanish, English.
Spanish, English, Spanglish, yeah.
Spanglish.
So your advice is to never be shy, always just try. Would that be some good advice?
Yes. Always
try, never be shy.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Because I mean, many people always worry. They think my English is terrible. My English is terrible, and I think that stops them.
No, if you have some students that they say my English is horrible or bad, you can take this podcast.
Yeah,
and they can listen this podcast.
Yeah,
and they will say that my English is very good.
No, your English is fine. That's good. Okay, let's finish up then. So, thank you, Pep. It's been a pleasure as always. So, lastly, any last advice or any last keys to success? Just to summarize, what any last minute advice or anything you could say for the keys to success for people to become a professional football player?
I think that there are not a secret.
There's no secret. Okay.
No, there's not a secret.
Luck.
Yes.
You need some luck.
Obviously, you need talent.
Yes. Talent first.
Talent is not cultivate, no? I don't know how to say. Talent, you have talent or not.
Yeah, you're born talented.
Understand
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
I played football in first division, in second division, because I have a little talent.
Yeah.
But if you don't talent,
You can't learn talent.
Yes.
You need to be born talented. Okay, so first thing is to be born with talent. Next thing?
next thing, you have a good mentality.
Good mentality. Okay, perfect.
You have a little bit lucky.
And a little bit of luck. Yeah.
It's important because you can see a lot of players in first division that you can tell me, Pep, this player, I know one player in Manresa that played football better than this player. Maybe
it's true.
You're right. Yes, yeah, it's true. But this player in Betis, I don't know, or in Valladolid or in Sevilla, had a little bit luck in some moment in his career.
Okay. Well, if people are interested in finding out more, if people are interested in doing some more research, where can they go to learn about agents? And
if there are people who wants to contact me or
people. Yeah, I mean, if people are interested in finding out more about this world, maybe someone's interested in becoming an agent themselves, what would you recommend they do? Where
my recommend is there are a lot of agents
in
Spain.
yeah.
and they can do a lot of things. There are a lot of sports and basketball.
So your advice
is? I think it's very difficult for them.
Yeah.
There are a lot of agents, and if you want to be an agent right now, no, it is Pep. I want to be an agent.
Yeah.
I leave the school and I'm an agent, a football agent.
Yeah.
It will be very difficult.
Yeah.
Because nowadays you will have to a little players,
little kids, young players,
little kids, and maybe you will have some kids. I don't know, 3, 4, 10 young players.
Yeah.
But your name in the football
world
is
non-existent.
Not exist.
Yeah.
And if you are lucky and one of these players.
Yeah.
One, no 10.
Yeah,
one of these players when he will be 16 years and he's a good player and the future Messi.
Yeah.
I will come and I said the player or the parents, my name is Pep.
Yeah.
An agent, important agent in Spain.
Yes.
What is your agent? Andrew Ambrosius. Okay, my name is Pep Setbach. I have all the big stars, Busquets, and sure that your future star
will drop you.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it's very difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
But not impossible.
Nothing's impossible if you have heart.
Yes.
And you follow your heart and keep trying. Okay, well, thank you very much, Pep. It's been a pleasure having you here today. And I look forward to speaking to you again in the future. Thanks.
Okay.
Take care.
As you see, my English...
No, your English is fine. Well, thank you very much, Pep. Take care, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew.
Bye-bye.